most of you who have been talking about this God, you have been discussing it out of ignorance. Good afternoon. Let's discuss this issue of God. A lot of people are talking. A lot of people are talking about this God issue. It started when I was still enjoying my sabbatical. And I've taken time, these past 2 days to try and find out what really is going on. And I want to start by saying that, when I was just, before, when I was on sabbatical, I was just reading things, what others were saying, without so much applying myself. And afterwards now, when I started, trying to understand the issue, I am very disappointed. I am very disappointed with most of you people who talk a lot, especially on social media. I was receiving all sorts of SMSs, regarding this God issue. And I want to tell you that most of you who have been talking about this God, you have been discussing it out of ignorance. You have been discussing it out of ignorance. Even King's Malembe, in that video which he made, it's totally out of ignorance. Out of ignorance. A lot of you who are talking about this God are discussing it out of ignorance. I emphasize that, ignorance. Unfortunately, some of the political leaders that have also spoken about this, some of them do understand. Particularly if I would talk about Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. He understands very well. He understands. But he brings in, flimsy arguments, baseless arguments that he brings in. But a lot of you on social media, you have been discussing this issue out of ignorance. Let me start. Where do I start? I will start by saying that because you are saying Zambia is our country, Zambia is a sovereign state, and so on and so forth. Now, I want to remind you that governance is about the law. Governance is about the law. For this country to be a Zambia that it has a constitution. Zambia is a constitutional state, meaning we live by what is in the constitution. So everything that we do must fall in line with the constitution. Mungu mfikisha bwino bwino, I want you to listen to me very carefully. Everything that we do must be according to our constitution. It must be according to our constitution. If you do something other than what is in the constitution, it is illegal. It doesn't matter whether you are whether you are in government or you're not in government. When you do something out of the constitution, it is illegal. Even President Edgar Lungu, he must act according to the constitution. Being a president doesn't mean that you have got all the powers, you can do everything. No, you must act according to the constitution. So, when we talk about mining, in general, we must look at what the constitution says. What does the constitution say? The constitution in this country does not stop anyone from engaging in mining. The constitution of our country today, it doesn't stop anyone from engaging in mining. Be it copper, be it gold, be it whatever it is, you can engage in mining. So, when you talk about God, because some of you have been talking like you have been prohibited from operating in God. That's how some of you have been coming out. And I want to tell you, if you are a Zambian and you are interested in God, what is stopping you from setting up a mine? Who is stopping you from setting up a mine? We are talking a lot. No, Zambia is our country. No, we cannot give to foreigners. Blah, 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 blah. The question is, who has stopped you from engaging in mining? Zambia, we like talking too much. No, this is our country. No, this is for us. This is what? Who has stopped you from venturing into mining? And in this particular case, who has stopped you from venturing into gold mining? Why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? Why are you coming to social media and saying, no, God is ours, God is ours, God is ours, don't give it to foreigners? Who has stopped you from engaging in mining? Who has stopped you? And the law of this country does not stop anyone, be it local or foreign. Anyone can engage in mining. Anyone can engage in mining. That is my start point of view. So all of you who are saying, thank you very much. Yeah. So all of you who are talking very loudly, no, the God is ours. Hey, what? Oh, what? I am challenging you. Why don't you venture into mining? Instead of talking too much on social media, why don't you venture in mining? Why don't you venture in mining? Anyone is free to venture into mining. Anyone is free to venture into mining. And apparently, there are some Zambians who are involved in mining. There are some Zambians who are involved into mining. And from my research, from what I've come to find out is that, God is being discovered in different places. God is being discovered in different places by different people. God is being discovered in different places by different people. And a number of people, mostly Zambians, have been going to the Ministry of Mines and getting licenses. Now, here is where the ignorance comes in. Most of you, when you hear a license in mining, you just think of mining. But there are different types of licensing in mining. One of the licenses, the entry point, is explorations, where you go and get that license and start exploring on a land that you have chosen to explore if there is minerals down there. If there is copper, if there is gold, whatever it is, you get a license. You get a license. Those of you who are talking too much, you are free to go to the Ministry of Mines today or tomorrow and get an exploration mining. And you will choose a land to say, here, I want to see if there is gold. You are free to do that. No one is stopping you. No one is stopping you. And other people have done that. I was looking at the number, I think over about 3,000 people have done that. They have gotten exploration licenses, and they have been exploring to see if there are minerals down on our grounds. They have been doing that. They have been doing that. But for social media, you don't even know about this. You don't even know about this. But there are people who are engaged in exploration right now. Zambians, they are exploring, and some of them are finding gold, some of them are finding other minerals. Now, what has happened is that a number of people who have gotten exploration licenses, they go to the Ministry of Mines when they have actually found gold, and they are actually mining. They are actually mining. A few people have gotten mining licenses of gold. A few people have gotten mining licenses of gold. But a number of them, they only have exploration licenses, and they are mining gold illegally. They are mining gold illegally. So you are busy saying, God is for us, God is for us. There are people who are actually mining gold. You all on the social media wasting time. There are people who are actually mining gold in this country. Zambians, they are making money. So don't think that Zambia, being Zambian starts and ends with you. If you are not involved in mining, there are other Zambians who are benefiting out of it. So you will speak for yourself to say, oh, me, I'm not involved. And don't complain, because the law does not stop you. No one prohibits you from getting that license and start operating. If it is exploration, then the law is not stopping you. You can do it. If it is mining, the law is not stopping you. Go and do it. There are other people who have done it. So stop saying, no, Zambians. There are Zambians at the moment with the exploration licenses. And a lot of them are mining, though illegally. Now, when you are doing something illegal, you usually have limitations. And you don't make money. You don't make as much money. This is the issue. There are people who are mining gold. Unfortunately, they are doing it illegally. And because they are doing it illegally, they are not making as much money, and they are going through very difficult ways of extracting that gold from our grounds. They are going through very, very difficult processes to get that gold. And this foreigner now, because there are a lot of them with these, and they are doing Bembafye, the Namapiki, the Mingwala, they do blasting. They use all these old models of extracting gold in different sites. When they get this gold, they go and sell to different people, especially foreigners. Now, if you are a good Zambian and you are intelligent, and you have the money, you can already see that there is an opportunity here. And what opportunity is that? The opportunity is how to process what they are calling raw materials, how to get that gold out of the raw materials and sell it. And this is an opportunity which was seen by this company called Kama. These are Sudanese who came and found Zambians mining gold in the old model way. Namingwala, blasting, and all sorts of different old model way of Stone Age kind of processing. And these guys, they said, you know what? You guys, you have got gold in your ground, and the way you are processing it is not effective, is not efficient. We can set up a plant. We can set up a plant where you can bring your soil, where you can bring your stones, and we will get the gold. We will process ngalilo vamwaleta, if it is the soil, if it is stones, we will process that. And when we process that, we will get the gold from whatever you have brought to us. After we get we get that gold, we will give you a certain percentage, and we will remain with a certain percentage. So these people that you have been saying, no, muiwaperama foreigners gold mine, muiwaperama foreigners gold mine, they haven't come to mine. They haven't come to mine. Gold is being mined by Zambians. Gold is being mined by Zambians. But these people are processing whatever material they are bringing. When they bring it out, whatever material they bring, soil, stones, and whatever, then they get the gold out of that material they have brought. So there is a difference here. They are not mining, they are processing. There is a difference. It is, if I can give another example, it's like a maize. It's like maize. FRA does not buy maize. It is not a farmer. It is farmers who produce maize and they sell to FRA. Have you gotten that? Or they sell to the miller. They sell to the miller. It is the farmers who cultivate and produce maize. Then they sell it to the miller. In this case, this company called Kama is not Kama. What is this? It's not actually, the company is the God Consolidated Company, I think, something like that. These people, they are not mining. They are buying raw materials from Zambians. Zambians are the ones mining, and they sell to these people. When they sell to these people, they process it. So there is a difference here. It's not that they are owning a mine. It's not that they are owning a mine. But at the same time, it's not that the law prohibits them from having a mine. They can have a mine, just like other foreigners have mines. They can have a mine. They can have a mine. And by the fact that the law allows anyone, to own a mine, it doesn't mean that Zambians cannot participate in it. Zambians cannot participate in it. You can participate, but you are sitting in your chair and you are complaining that, no, we are not involved. Who has stopped you? Who has stopped you? And you have been busy saying, no, government is giving foreigners to mine gold. Which mine? Which mine? Tell me, which gold mine has Zambia given to these foreigners? But I want to emphasize also the fact that it is also not illegal for foreigners to own mines in Zambia. We have got First Quantum. They are foreigners. They are mining. There is no problem. And just because First Quantum is there mining doesn't mean that if you have got money, you can also not set up a mine. You can set up a mine. So we should talk less in ignorance. Talking at your patriotism. Patriotism udichinanganya at patriotism. Patriotism, you are not innovative, and you are saying patriotism. I would rather give it to foreigners. If you, the Zambians, if you, the Zambians, are not interested in working, what happens? You talk Zambia, no, Zambia. You claim this country, and yet you sit on, and yet you just sit back. And yet you just sit back. Why do you claim things which you cannot use? Which you can't? I mean, most of you, empowerment. 200 kwacha, do something. You can't. Look at the road constructions. Look at the infrastructure development. A number of Zambians that have been given jobs, they are not doing anything, but busy ukulandaranda per social media, claiming this is our country, this is our country. It's nonsense. It's nonsensical, really. It's nonsensical. So these Sudanese came. They saw an opportunity. They saw Zambians, harvesting gold in an old model way, in a stone age kind of way. And they have come to set up a plant where you can take your stones, your what, and then they will process that for you. They will process that for you. They could do that by themselves as a company. They came by themselves. But you see, these people, when they went to government to say, no, we want to set up this plant where we will be processing gold. When they went to government, they came by themselves. They saw Zambians digging gold like Stone Age way. And they said, we can make a plant where we can be processing this. Now, they went to government and said, we want to set up plants where Zambians can be taking their material so that we can extract gold in a modernized way, in a technological way. When they went to government said, no, you can't set up this company by yourselves. That's what government advised them. No, don't set up this company on your own. Partner with Zambians. The law does not stop them from setting up that plant. It doesn't stop them. It doesn't stop them. The law of this country does not stop anyone from coming to do business here. It doesn't. So these Sudanese, they would have even gone ahead to set up the plant without even going to government. But Katushisha wakolele ukuya ku government, and I'm sure they just wanted to, to have a good relationship with government. And that is when whoever it is, whoever suggested this to these people, lesale mupala, whoever suggested that ababa kama I don't know what spirit got into these foreigners to go to government, because they didn't need to go to government. And when they went to government, there was an angel that said, no, don't do this alone. Partner with us Zambians. Partner with us Zambians. And that is where ZCCMIH is coming in. That is where ZCCMIH is coming in. Government instead told them, partner with the ZCCMIH. These people didn't need the government. They would have set up the business. But they went to government, and somebody, I don't know who that person is, because in Shakwatarupia, that person is really a patriot. That is a patriot. Whoever said, no, don't set up these plans on your own. Partner with Zambians. And the partnership they gave them, the company to partner with, was ZCCM. ZCCM, as we know, it's government. It's government. Eh? And that is where they made now what they are calling the purpose vehicle. They now created a company. The Karma guys and ZCCM, they partnered and came up with a company, which they are calling, I think it's God Consolidated Company, something like that. So if you look at it, it is disgraceful, it is unreasonable, it is unpatriotic for you to come up and start accusing a government that they have given, I don't know what they have given. You are saying, first of all, mine. There is no mine that has been given to foreigners. Even if the law does not stop anyone from owning a mine, a foreigner or Zambian alike, you can own a mine. And government has not done that. But they have taken advantage of these guys who came by themselves to set up the plant, to partner with them. And you see what this one is doing? It's doing very good, because these guys, if they had set up the plants by themselves, they would have just been making money and externalizing their profits. There wouldn't have been anything to stop them. We see companies coming here, making, setting up companies, and they go away. Look at the chain stores. How many chain stores are in this country? They come, pitch up their tents, make money, they go. But these guys, they have partnered with us. And this is very good. Why are you beating government? Why are you even blaming government? Why? They partnered, and now they are setting up plants in different parts of the country. They are setting up plants to process gold. Materials will be coming from Zambians. Even yourself, there is an opportunity. Here is an opportunity. Go and look for a land. Start processing gold and take it to these guys. They will purify it for you nicely. And you can be able to take it to whatever market you want. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You are mining. They are helping you to process it. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Okay, fine. Let's just imagine to say, no. Let's give this plant to Zambians. Let's give this plant to Zambians. Okay? Because, okay, you are talking too much. Fine. Let's put the Sudanese aside. Let's get Zambians. How many of you even know how to process gold? How many of you know? You fail to build the small structures. Even when you are given just to follow a drainage, at not do this drainage, you fail. Look at the drainages that you have done in this AO400 and the AO400 especially. Look at the drainages that you have done. And here you are busy. No, hey, no, we can do it, we can do it. What do you know? What do you know? What do you know about God? What do you know about processing God? Eh? Just because you are a Zambian, then you know. Yeah? You know how to process God. Yeah? Okay, no. Let's see. Why can't we set up this company? We can set up this company and employ foreigners. Can we manage? Can we manage just administering? You fail to administer. Just rep per market. Small tuntemba, you fail to manage. So, in as much as you talk, you claim too much about Zambian. This is why, from my point of view, when we will be unleashing our manifesto as Economic and Equity Party, number one thing, it's the attitude of Zambians. Zambians need panel beating in their heads. They need panel beating so that we put them straight before you give them anything. You claim so much, you want so much, but you do nothing. You don't know, you can't manage. This is a problem. We have this big problem. Many of you Zambians, Chilufya kulanda. Always in the opposite. Always in the opposite. Eh? And even if when you talk, at least if you are talking something sensible, somebody can understand. But most of the times what you talk is trash. It's trash. Most of the times you talk out of ignorance. If in Delandapa, challenge me. If I'm lying, challenge me. I'm speaking from facts. These are facts. These are facts. It's a fact that no Zambian is stopped from engaging in mining. It is a fact. It is a fact that this Kama company from Sudan came here and did a feasibility study and found out that the people here are mining gold in a stone age way. And they have brought in technology. It is a fact. It is a fact. It is a fact that they went to government when they didn't even need government. But they went to government and somebody there crooked them to say, no, partner with Zambians so that we can get something. And that person who told them that, no, partner with us, today you are busy throwing stones at him to say, Ali Rufiani, Ali Rufiani, Ali Rufiani. If these Sudanese go, which of you can set up this plant? And by the way, I want to tell you, I was with the director yesterday of ZCCMIH, and he told me, he said, we have got about 60 sites which have been identified. 60 sites which have been identified. And he said, he's looking for people to come. Umfuikisheni, makamaka imwewene ba UPND. Umfuikishe. Kamwewene HH. That man at ZCCMIH is looking for people, for Zambians to set up plants. They have got 60 sites. 60 sites. And they want people to partner with Zambians. They want them. Nganamu kwa Tolupia. Go to ZCCMIH and go and tell that man, Mr. Chipata, go and tell him that here I am, Ninkwatolupia, I want to set up a plant as well. He will be very happy because he's desperate. He's desperate for people to go and invest in this gold mining. Right now, I went there, he told me, he said, I'm looking for people, I want people to come. Kavieni, go there, stop making noise. Stop claiming God. No, this is our God. This is our country. Go and make the investment. Go. Go, go, go. Mkamweveni church, go. So that he can create employment. Because when you do that, you are creating employment. These Sudanese guys that you are talking about, they are creating employment. They are creating employment. The plants that they are making, they will be employing Zambians. They will be helping Zambians. They will be teaching them the skills on how to extract gold. This is very good. This is very important. This is nice. Why are you making noise on social media? Why not for once clap for the government to say this is a good idea? This is a good idea. But just because you are lazy, just because you want to be negative, you are busy criticizing a good thing. Shame on you. Shame on you, Namieva, shame on you. You can call me whatever you want, but shame on you. At least whatever I'm saying is true. It's true. Me, what I'm saying is true. I'm not lying. If you want lies, wait for Tukuta to come and start talking. Then you get the lies. Me, I say facts, and these are facts as they are. Those Sudanese, they are teaching us the skill. Those Sudanese, they have brought in tech know-how on how we can extract gold. That's what they have done. And we should learn, we should get an opportunity. Instead of chasing them, go there and learn how they are doing it. Instead of you burying money underground, go to ZCCM IH and invest that money. There is an opportunity. There is an opportunity. So, from my point of view, I'm very disappointed that all of you are talking out of ignorance, out of spite, out of insala. Ni mamulela out of insala. Not me. Not me. Me, I had fuel to go to ZCCM. I don't know some of you if you even have fuel. Eh? I would have also invested in the mines there. I would have invested in mine. Eh? So, it is a very good thing. But anyway, let me go further to tell you also that the opportunities are not just in, making these plans. The opportunities are actually there for a lot of Zambians. Why? Because ZCCM IH, they have embarked on a project where they are forming cooperatives. They are encouraging Zambians in these places where there is gold. They are encouraging Zambians to form cooperatives. Once they form a cooperative, they are giving them tools to use to mine gold or to extract the material and take it to that plant for processing. Yeah, some of you who listen to news, you heard the news that they gave about $150,000 of equipment in Mumbwa. It is that, those cooperatives which we are talking about, those cooperatives, if they form a cooperative, the ZCCMIH is helping them with, equipment so that they can be able to mine and be able to take to the plant for processing. This is what they are doing. And this is very good. You are talking about lack of employment. Pantu, you are just in Lusaka. A lot of you just want to be in Lusaka. You just want to be in the compounds. And yet you don't have jobs. In the rural areas, there are these gold mines. So if you don't have a job, start asking to say, where are the gold mines which have been found? Go there and join some of these cooperatives. Join them. And you become a gold miner. You become a gold miner. You become your own boss. It's very easy. It's very easy. If you come from Chipata, because you people from the East, you like too much Coca-Cola. You like too much Coca-Cola and sweet things. In Eastern Province, there are mines there. There are mines. Instead of you wasting time in Lusaka, go back to Chipata and join some of these cooperatives who are mining gold. And ZCCMIH will come and give you equipment. Will come and give you equipment for you to be able to mine properly. And if you have money, go to Chipata. Go to Chipata. This company you're talking about, Kama, they have only set up two plants. Two plants. One in Rufunsa and the other one, I think, in Mumbwa. And each plant is costing about 2.5. So that 2.5 million you're talking about, a lot of you are talking about 2.5 million. No, government could not invest. That 2.5 is the cost of the plant. So if you have $2.5 million, like go to Chipata, go to Lundazi, and set up a plant there. Set up a plant. That man sitting at ZCCM IH is waiting for you. If you have that kind of money, go there. And they will show you to say, set up a plant here. And when you set up that plant with the cooperatives in the community, you will be able to get the raw materials to process that gold. And the people in the community, they will have jobs. They will be empowered. This is something very good, really. I mean, I'm shocked that you are making noise in the negative, out of ignorance. Out of ignorance. But when Zambians, it's a big problem. It's a big problem. But in Ghana, you can enjoy this. You can enjoy this whilst Edgar Lungu is there. Because when I come in as president, I will not tolerate this kind of nonsense of just talking too much. I'll be physically on the ground. Walandefia ulokrondolo kana kukonka tre ndanga. Ba kings malembe. No, that mine. Ine kukonka malembe tie ndanga. Where is the mine? Where is the mine? That's the kind of leadership we want. That's the kind of leadership you Zambians want. You need a leadership that will really push you to work. That will really push you from your slumbers. That will really push you out of, social media. Because you're just busy on social media making noise, doing nothing. You need somebody that will kick you out. It's too much. It's too much. Wait for me, I'm coming. And I know you will vote for me. I know you will vote for me. After Walungu, you will vote for me. You will make me come in. And I will make sure that Zambians jack up from their slumbers. You can't just be talking. Here is an opportunity. Here is an opportunity. And all you are doing is busy criticizing. When I come in as Economic and Equity Party, passing for you to get a grade 12 certificate, it will not be English. English fiabupuwa. When I come in, for you to get a certificate, you must pass logic. You must pass logic. Because Mwevambi, a lot of you are educated, but in your heads, you can't connect things. You can't connect things. You are still idiots. Yet, you are flashing around if my paper, if my PhD. But in your head, you are an idiot. You can't think properly. I'm not insulting. But you can't think properly. You can't connect. Logic. Under Economic and Equity Party, kukaba logic. For you to get a grade 12 certificate, you will pass a logic. Now, I push a question. I'm asking a question. Government has given a mine to Kama. Which mine has government given? What is the response? Hey, you are working. Hey, PF card. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Hey, umkashobe chatile. Hey, shen mwana obe. Imwe. Answer my question. Government has given a mine, a gold mine, to this company. Which gold mine is it? You can't respond. You are responding by something else. No logic. No kuminkana wino. No thinking. Correct thinking is not there. And we need that. When I come in, you have to learn logic. Ngata logic tawasambira kukuwekesha. Because it's too much. It's too much. These are good things that we should embrace. Somebody is coming to teach us technology. Instead of you jumping on the bandwagon, learning from them. You are busy saying, no, that reform foreigners. And yet you lilofwa. You are crying for a job and you're saying, we don't want foreigners. Oh, what a useless people you are, some of you. So, there are cooperatives which are being formed in different parts of this country. And in different parts of this country, they need plants to be set up. This company, which has come, has only set up 2 plants. One in Rufunsa, I stand to be corrected, and another one in Mumbwa. In other places, we still need plants. And any Zambian who has got money, please go and invest. Some of you young people who are loitering without jobs, find out in different places where there are gold mines and go back there, form cooperatives, and go to ZCCMIH and make sure they help you with some of these things, like the way they did in Mumbwa. I've seen others are talking about this Are whatever company. That Are whatever company that it is, all they are doing, they have set up a mine, and they will be supplying to this plant so that they can get their gold. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. They may be foreigners, but why can't you Zambians? What is stopping you as a Zambian to set up the mine like that Are company that you are talking about in Mumbo? Why can't you do that? Why? Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that? You are busy insulting me on social media. Why can't you organize money? If you can find money, why can't you organize money? Set up a mine as well. I know you can say, no, government should set up whatever. You know, we have got a different ideology. We are living a liberalized economy. A liberalized economy where government is not in the business of doing business. Government is not in the business of doing business. This government, until tukachinje, because ile tukachinja, uteko wa economic and equity party, things will change. Things will change. We will be in business. My ideology as economic and equity party, we will be in business. We will be partnering with foreigners. We will not allow foreigners to have companies on their own. But in as much as I'm saying that, I must be cautioned to make sure that we need to learn technology. We need to learn technology. So some of these people, Kuba Zembereka, like I have never come up, Kuba Zembereka, business area where you can't come and get them to say, no, to listen for 55%, when they are bringing in everything. No. You have to, play it smart. These guys have come in. They are going to be in the country for 5 years. After 5 years, you can kick them out. But, guys, I don't want those guys. Don't run away, okay? Don't run away. I'll be president by then. 5 years from now, I'll be almost getting in. We'll discuss. So don't run away. Don't run away. Anyway, in a nutshell, it is a shame that you have been discussing this God issue out of ignorance. The point is that these people that you are accusing, they have not come to mind. If anything, they have come to help us in the way we process our God, which is very good. And what they are doing, it is not exclusive to these guys. Anyone, any Zambian, any foreigner is free to come and do like what these guys are doing. There is an opportunity because there are many sites which have been found. About 60 sites so far as we are talking. So 60 sites, only 2 have been created. We are a long way to go. And this is a huge opportunity. A huge opportunity for Zambians, a huge opportunity for foreigners. Come, let us do business. On the part of government, I would say congratulations for what you did with Kama. And I would want to say, if there are other people who are coming, please go it the same way. Do it the same way. For those who are outside Zambia, there are those in diaspora, because even you talk too much sometimes. This is an opportunity for you. If you are in a developed country, start selling Zambia, that in Zambia there is God. Can you go and set up a mine there? Can you go and set up a plant? Start selling Zambia. I am directing you as president of Economic and Equity Party. I am directing all missions. Emmanuel Mwamba, Namumfwa. As Economic and Equity Party president, I'm directing all of you foreign missions. I'm directing you. Can you start selling Zambia, that in Zambia there is God? Let people come and set up mines. Let people come and set up plants like these Sudanese have done. So I'm directing you, starting from today, Mukwita, Ambassador Mukwita, come on, tell those Germans that there is God in Zambia. Let them come. Let them come. Let them do the explorations. Let them do the mining. Let them set up the plants. We need to develop not Kongole to pay. And we will never pay that debt if we are going to be mining gold using the Stone Age methods. We need new technology. Can we have people with money coming in? Hakainda Ichilema, that money which you have in Bermuda, you have got a lot of good connections. Vamdala, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. Call your friends. Call your friends. We have God in Zambia. We have God in Zambia. And the opportunity is vast. Let them come. Let them come. Let us do the mining of this God so that we can pay our debts. We can pay our debts. So, all of you talking the nonsense of, no, Zambia, what, you are, shut up. Shut up. If you don't have a job, look for somewhere where there is a cooperative. Join them. Start mining gold. We have gold in Zambia. We need to mine it. We need to mine it. Please send the message out there. We have gold in Zambia. Come and invest in mining gold. Come and invest in processing gold. Come to Zambia. That is my message. Not the nonsense. This is the real message. Send the message. Start posting. We have gold in Zambia. Come and invest in gold. Those of you young people who don't have jobs, start looking around. Where is a gold mine? Find a job there. Okay. Napuisha naya. Let me go and enjoy myself. Na amkumono mwana, by the way.